If SuperHot and Edgerunner had a baby, you would get severed steel. You'll feel like David with the Sand Devastator as you zip past bullets and getting right behind the bad guys before they could even gasp. They will never know what hit them, but you in fact know that you're the one who caused them all to flatline. With your insane speed and agility, coupled with the fact you can slow time for long periods of, well, time, you are an unstoppable force. Seems you've got your pickpocketing skill to 100 because if you are an arm's length from the enemy, you can snag their secondary and blast them with their own lead. As well as throughout the game, you can get some preem upgrades, but that's for another time. This video will not be a challenge video per se, but it will be an experience. Experience severed steel with me. So yes, like I said, there is in fact story. It's just hard to really think too much on it when every second you are in fight or flight mode, but I'll go more in depth with it another time. As far as we know though, we are a woman who is awoken in a facility with a missing arm, and we do not look too pleased about it. Before we can ever actually take our revenge, we're having to, escape the facility first and learn the tutorial so we don't, go cyber psycho and, lose our minds. By the way, slow motion is a key aspect in this game. If you try to do anything without slow motion, or at least using it wisely, you're just gonna die. Trust me, I tried playing this without, without slow motion. It's not easy, or really that all possible. Now, let's get us into the Cyber Steel experience, and yes, I'm gonna say that because it kind of represents Cyberpunk a bit. It resembles. First stage has us rampaging through the building to absolutely wreck a terminal beyond repair. Plus, of course, the numerous amount of enemies they throw at us just to get mowed down. It is very pleasing to the eyes and ears. And look at that, we escaped. We go through the hatch and we're on to the next level, which now we're in the red house. We just need to destroy more terminals. It is not that bad. Difficulty ramps up hard though, but you know what? The numerous enemies mixed with the numerous bullets and guns you can have, it's not too bad. Look, our main job here is to make sure they have the worst time of their lives and absolute hell trying to keep us in case. And I mean, we already have a cannon. Which, yes, since I already played through the game, I have the arm cannon, which is the part that we're missing on her arm. Apparently, she's kind of just like Mega Man, but as a girl. Just humanoid Mega Man, let's go. This cannon can obliterate any known material, no matter what it is. And it is also a key point to know that it helps with the boss fight that you'll be having soon against the CEO, because of his shield, which you can blast. Wrecking their pistons, we go into the cafeteria, which now we get to the fun stages. We just gotta murder them all. No remorse, as we just wreck all throughout the building. And every time they die, I like to pick up another gun. It's just so much fun. I can never stick with just one weapon. I just keep hot swapping. Like, we pick up a grenade launcher at one point. We're just wrecking base. They don't seem to understand how dead they are. Like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know if people are dying before you can even flex your finger, you might want to surrender. I'm just saying. Just like Cyberpunk has their cyberkinetics, we got upgrades as well, baby. We can unlock a lot of cheats and a lot of abilities. I said, you're gonna feel like a total badass when you go through here. But, the 9 times out of 10, my deaths don't come from me just sucking. It comes from me getting a little too, comfortable. Like, for instance, here, I have to choose a path, because with these, you just gotta choose the correct path or the best path for you to get rid of all these samples. Yet, I do find at some point, I could just run my way through. Of course, you gotta watch your, not your stamina, but you just gotta watch your slow motion bar and everything else. Because once that's out, you're kind of boned. There's nothing you can do when you're unable to slow motion. But most of the time, I die because I just want to kill every enemy in the area, and it's just so much fun. Yeah, I get too carried away, I forget that, hey, I'm not invincible, and I die. But, you know what? You don't get to see all those deaths. I don't die a lot, okay? But when I do die, it's in areas that I get stuck in for hours. But hey, look at that, we're already out. We're going to the projection lab. Now see, you may have to watch out for, your slow motion bar, the amount of bullets you have, because every gun doesn't have a reload. You kind of just have to find another weapon. But you have all these other things to think about. But the one thing you don't have to think about is anything else. There's no puzzles. There's no having to think of which terminal to push when. No, you just shoot it all. Even with the points where it says you're going to hack the computers, you just blast them. This is amazing. You don't have to use your brain sometimes. You kind of go automated. You just turn your brain off and let your, your other brain do all the work. I was just told by my lawyers you should definitely not use the other brain. Just use your main one. But regardless, just turn it off, go automated, and you'll be fine. Because for the most part, you're not going to comprehend what even you are doing. See, this is the part where we're supposed to find our arm. But I already have it, so we're kind of just finding it again. For what reason? I don't know. Let's just make them both into cannons. And that also explains why you only see yourself shooting with one hand. But my god, are you really good at it? Since we already have the cannon, we could just blast through these doors, and look at that. We got to the next part of the story. That is chapter 2 done. And this is when she turns sicko mode. She's gonna go absolutely insane on these, I don't know what they're even called. There's not even scientists in this building. It's just all soldiers and these crazy guys that can fly. And the amount of bosses. Flew through a wall and fucked up some robros to transition into flying over a massive fan, practically blowing out its power source so it could fall inside it safe and soundly. A 100 IQ play that apparently pays off in the end. So I couldn't fully leave until I had my daily dose of bloodshed, and boom! Made it into the subway vents where we just blow out a couple transmitters so we could turn off massive fans to then slip in through the blades. We do this a couple times, but of course we don't do it unless we cause some carnage. There are plenty of them protecting the base, but of course we're just that good. Thing is, I feel like we already went cyber psycho because do you see the amount of people that are after us? The amount of bullets that are pelting into my brain. We already lost our minds, I guess. But you know what? We run with what we got. Now see, the problem is with this experience is that words will not fully convey what is going on. And there isn't a lot to talk about, technically. So the real way to get the experience that I want you all to feel is if we give it a cinematic experience. I would have to shut the hell up, okay? We'll let the guns do the talking. We'll let their screams and their deaths do all of the talking for me. I swear, we are like an Edgerunner and we're making all these bitches flatline. Sorry, I know you're having a pleasant experience, but I gotta cut myself in. I gotta say, I hope you are enjoying this gameplay, and I hope you enjoy the music process for it, because I feel like some Cyberpunk-esque music really fits with this game all too well, especially when it matches the beat of the music. To bring you up to speed, we're going to the big boy himself, the CEO. After getting our parts, after even eliminating HQ, we even got rid of some of the security. We're trying to break this place from the inside out. We're trying to escape. It really is a lovely experience to just zone out to, am I right? I really do hope you enjoy this, because I enjoyed making it and I enjoy editing it. I love the music and the gameplay. It's just all so good. And the people I tested it on, they said they enjoyed just watching, so I'll listen to what you had to say. There's going to be less talking and more shooting. I hope you enjoy. And you know what? Quick tip. To make a challenge on anything or to try out a game you enjoy, you better leave it down in the comments. And of course, bring this to 10 likes at least. You know what? Not even at least. At most, 10 likes. And you know what? I'll do something stupid like always. I have a big video plan that has all the challenges y'all are going to make me do. Okay? Now, leave a like. Have a good one. I'll shut up now until we get close to the end.
With no
And there you go, the basic campaign is over. We have supposedly escaped. We escaped the facility, and we now see what lies beneath the walls. And it is, in fact, freedom. We've been trapped for who knows how long. And how long we've been in this facility. To be tortured? To be torn apart? Well, guess what? We fought back, and we finally get the taste of what it feels like to be outside. We win. If you made it to the end of this video, this pretty long video, with all of these amazing tracks made by these creators that I'm going to put in the link in the description, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. And if you do like it, like I said, leave a comment on if you want me to do more commentary ones, or do you want me to just shut up sometime? For now, we close our eyes, and this chapter of our lives are over. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you another time. Peace out.